Hey, this candle's off the hook. Hi, you guys. I wanted to light a light pink candle for today's reading. And yeah, the wick's, I guess, just a little long there, but I've never had the flame so large. So it's important that I lit this for this reading today. Let's talk about candle magic for a minute, okay? By the way, I've been out of candles for a while, and I didn't realize how much candle magic I do. I think sometimes I'm even unaware, but as I light a candle, I pick a certain color for a certain intention. Yeah. And so I got in some candles yesterday, and so I lit a purple one last night, a purple taper, and that was for, like my intuitive abilities and creative abilities. Okay, that's what the purple one's for. And the pink one today, I just feel this really like, when you light a pink or a red one, it is really for love. But the pinks are more like a romantic, romance, love. Lighting a pink candle and putting it by like your front door, like welcomes in this. It's a tenderness. It's a kind of soft love, and it's self-love. I really feel like that is what I've been doing lately, and that is a big in the spiritual community. It is, you hear that a lot, and it's kind of almost become cliche, what I do for myself and what you do for you could be completely different. What self-love means to you, you know what I mean, is different than what it means to me. And when you radically honor whatever it is, your inner child is really wanting, okay, and really needing, when you're doing the shadow work, and when you're, really figuring out what your emotions are telling you, releasing your emotions and that sort of thing, then you figure out what your inner child really needs. And like for me, a couple days ago, it was, I hadn't washed my hair in a while. It had been a while. And so I knew my hair needed some love, right? So I had a really beautiful shower meditation. And then when I was done, once my hair was dry, I let it dry naturally. And I realized how tangly it had been, because I'm not one to brush my hair or comb my hair or anything. Just wash and go, whatever. If it gets dreads, it's kind of this rebelliousness in me, because like my hair, I was like a doll growing up. Like my hair had to be always so prim and proper and curled and barrettes and all of that. And it was actually painful, sometimes painful experience for me. My mother was really not kind when it came to my hair. So my inner child was just longing for, like, my sisters. There's a few that just fell out. I'm going to take those to brush my hair, or me to even brush my hair. But I didn't even want the brush, because the brush was always used in such a way, either to bap me on the head with the brush, or to, like in not a kind way. So I just took my fingers and went through my hair. I mean, it was an hour-long process, and I used almond oil. I love the scent of almond oil, and which is so warm and, nurturing kind of a smell. My grandmother used to smell like almond oil because she used to bathe with it, or it was a splash she put on her body. So radical self-care, whatever that is for you. And as I did this for my hair, and as I untangled all the knots at the ends and put all of that lavish oil on my hair, I felt a connection with my inner child, and I had tears again. I'm showing my inner child, I care. I absolutely fucking care. I got you. Me and me got me. My higher self has taken over in a lot of situations. Today, fish wanted to come out too. Today, I might feeling sense of vertigo since I woke up, feeling like last night I possibly could have even sleepwalked in my dream. Did I sleepwalk? Did I really do that? Did I clean up my cat's throw up? Did I get up and light an incense stick? I feel like I had a conversation with somebody. I mean, just weird stuff. And then when I got up today, like, whoa. Even now, at some points where I'm just like, what's going on with my inner ear, my third eye, what's going on with my balance, to almost feeling like being on a boat sometimes. So yeah, boy, I rattled on there, but here's the pink candle. Welcome you all. So I don't know if anybody else is experiencing the vertigo-ishness. Walking, and now Spirit's like, well, because you're walking between dimensions. Yeah, it's crazy shit. Crazy shit. Things are changing. Things are happening. Transformation, right? What's candle magic about? It's about fire, right? The candle and fire, right? And fires are all, the element of fire is about transformation. I've been saying that for so long, that we're being baptized by the fire. Let the old burn away and the new is coming. Here we go. Yeah, the moth is about surrender. We've got the cave here. Midnight, Prince, Snail's Pace, and Astral. Okay, and then don't forget the fish. Okay, this is a very, very playful fish. This hopped out last, but they want me to talk about fish first. Make sure I don't burn my card here with the candle. The blue and the green energy, the playfulness, the bubbles. Okay, look at this, how playful this fish looks. Look at the eye. The eye looks like the spiral, it's seeing our own patterns, right? And choosing to, sometimes we jump out of the water, out of our emotions, right? Sometimes we go with the current, right? Fish speaks to fertility, abundance, mindset, okay? That there is always more than enough. And all these bubbles speak to epiphanies you're having, right? Oh, man, I feel like my brain has been lit up with multiple epiphanies and compounding on top of each other. I don't know how else to explain it. Is everybody having this experience? It's just weird stuff. And then it's like, I'll be sitting outside and just, I'm like, all these thoughts, epiphanies or whatever. And just like, I feel like my head's expanding or growing or whatever. And then I'm like, I realize that I'm like holding on tightly to my chair. I'm like, what the fuck am I going to lift off into the, I don't know what it is, but healing is happening. Transformation is happening within my, I literally feel it. So it's important to rest. It's important to recognize that you are changing and that healing, you're going to have all kinds of different symptoms. And once you slow down, it's like Spirit's going to make you slow down. You got the snail's pace here. Flow with the current for a bit, okay? Stop struggling, or I see people with oars trying to get, flow, okay? That's why the fish wanted to come out first. This flow, this is about creativity, okay? This is about connection with spirit, right? Trusting and having faith that it's all finally orchestrated. You slow down and you start taking a look at your patterns, right? It's the second card with the spiral in it, the snail's pace, okay? And the snail is about home is where the heart is, and having this protection about you too. Maybe having a bit of a stubbornness or a resistance to change or a hardness about you. And, even though inside it's so, and we need to pull back this wall or the layers that are holding the tenderness, we need to get to that core, the center there. When you slow down and you meditate and you connect with nature and you connect with your breath, right? And you can start seeing these subtleties, okay? You start seeing the magic just in the moment, in the present, in the now. You also can connect with the past and go, oh, that's why I learned that lesson, and this is why I went through that. You find much wisdom when you look at your own, patterns. It's circular, okay? It's circular. This is big epiphanies for me about time, okay? You hear a spiritual community talk a lot about time and how it's linear and how it's not linear, and it's, that's this whole ending that we all fear, this death that we've all feared our whole life due to, religious programming that we could have had and whatnot. Once you come to a different understanding of time, dimensional time, I guess is the way I want to call it, it's hard I'm just now learning. I don't want to say it's hard anymore. I'm just now learning how to speak about the things that are happening to me in a more intellectual context. Like, it's hard for me to put things into words sometimes. The words just don't. When I write, then it comes. I think that's what I'm channeling. But anyways, slow down, meditate. That's card 22. I mean, slow it way down. 22 is a master builder number. Okay? Attend to the small things. You know, and the baby steps mean like just even small pivots in daily habits and things like that. Because the snail always speaks too. Like, if you leave the snail unattended in your garden, it's going to do a lot of damage. Okay? Be mindful of your energy, of your self-care practices, no matter what anybody else is doing. Okay? Ask for what you want, but be honest about it. The Midnight Prince is here. This is I think that a lot of us actually just are in a transition zone or in a limbo land because we're almost afraid to ask for what we truly want. This prince looks right into your heart. And so, like, it's like, be mindful what you wish for. He knows exactly what you want. And he's prepared to give it to you. But are you prepared to give it to yourself is what this card's about. Card 43, which is a 7, which is about your evolution. Okay? It's a time to be honest, brutally honest with yourself, with your own heart, okay? That authenticity, you want that in your life, then you got to be, whatever's going on inside, you're going to see it in your outer world too, you know? So, like, if you're attracting dishonest people, you got to go within. If you didn't see that they were lying to you, you know what I mean? Then you got to figure out what's going on in my own heart and my own mind, right? When you can shift that perspective, that focus, you see how she watches this snail move. Okay? It's about observation mode too. I've been doing that. Well, I dip in and out of it, honestly. I can't just say, oh, I've been purely in observation mode. But a lot of times I am now, where I'm learning to not speak all the time. I'm learning to, I don't have to be the one talking all the time. In a group setting as well. Observe. Okay? I may need to go back to this Midnight Prince because he's pretty serious about you being honest with yourself. So I think I need to read it from the book. Card 10 here. This is 10 is the number frequency of an ending and a new beginning. And it's a fiery new beginning, a passionate new beginning. I got my pink candle here. My pink candle. But you see, before that, this is from leftover wax that I left on here. It's about my heart still mending and it overflowing still with love because it's been broken, and so I'm kind of just leaving that remnants there while I observe it, kind of a thing. Do y'all read wax? Because that's another magic right there, right? But there's some fire, some sensuality, some fertility in the air. I've been doing a lot of personal readings, and that's been coming out as well, okay? Honor your passion, honor your sensuality, honor your fucking beautiful body. And the moth speaks to that surrender, that transformation as well. It's about taking off your mask. See, the moth is taking off his little mask. Okay, but it's also, I'm seeing the spiral there in the wing, okay? Of the cocoon, excuse me. You're coming out of the cocoon, right? It's been a major transformation. And even when you come out of the cocoon, your wings need time to heal, adjust, become strong, right? So take off your mask and become vulnerable. Shine bright. Share your love. You are love. You are not fear. Everything that's happening right to you is absolutely normal. For this healing, for this ascension, okay? You get to choose the timeline you want to be on. Choose love. Choose passion. Choose truth. Choose generosity. Choose togetherness. Choose oneness. Okay? You're coming out of this cave. You've been in hibernation. You've been in the darkness. You've been in doing your shadow work, right? And when you come out of the cave, it's that light can be very, very blinding. So again, with the cave card, it tells me you need to give yourself time to adjust as well. You just slow down. Okay, so they want me to read about cave and the Midnight Prince. I feel like these two go together. Okay. And the center there is just this, it just looks like this bright, beautiful crystal. All right, let's see what this, we'll go to the cave first. I feel a little disoriented today. I was like looking at the books, but couldn't read like what was on, I don't know. It's going to be, and so what am I going to do the rest of the day after this reading? I'm going to rest. Whatever I feel like doing in the moment, but most of it's going to be resting. Because sometimes we just got to learn to float. We don't have to always be doing, you know? Allow the universe to bring the abundance to you. You don't have to frantically paddle upstream for it. This is the way they keep showing me the boat and the oars. Okay, I'm like, okay, where the hell's the cave? Going through the animals. Now the roots. Maybe I don't need to read you the cave. There it is. Tell you, I'm plural. The mythical cave, home of the hermit, lair of monsters, place of mystery, navel of the earth. It asks us to use touch and sound to find our way, feeling internally instead of relying on sight. We must tread slowly and carefully so we don't lose our footing and fall into a chasm. Great care is needed not to be too loud, or the reverberations could cause the structure to collapse or wake sleeping monsters. A period of adjustment is necessary when entering the cave or leaving it. We must give our eyes and minds time to adjust to the brightness of light and the shadow of darkness in order to see our way. Withdrawing from the world from time to time can be a much needed and necessary course of action. The cave is the perfect place in which to hibernate for a bit, lick our wounds, and seek shelter from the storm. You know, in a very, talking about that heartbreak that many of us maybe have faced this year too, you know, and that cave is necessary too, to go within, to heal our heart, to process our emotions, to lick our wounds. You know what I'm saying? And then you'll know the time to come out of that cave. Okay? Face your fears by exercising patience and understanding with yourself. Just that radical self-love. Okay? You don't need to move any faster than necessary to find your way. This is truly, and maybe I'm feeling that sense of vertigo, that dizziness feeling and whatnot, because I do. Spirit's like, no, you know, you just really do need to slow down. And I do. I have been, I think. But I think Spirit's like, no, you don't get it, Gwen. Like, okay. I got you. Quit making me dizzy. I'm not drinking, you know, like it's not spins like that. It's just, it's a sense, a rush of a wave that come over me like that. I don't know. Crazy girl I am. Face your fears by exercising patience and understanding with yourself. You don't need to move any faster than necessary to find your way. It might seem like an eternity in the dark, but this is simply an opportunity to speak with the darkness itself. Yes. And so, like, now we've got this Midnight Prince here. Card 43. The Midnight Prince. And we're going to leave it there today. This fairy prince is a wish granter. It's time for our wishes. Yes. Okay. He will look right into your eyes and into your heart and see what it is there that you want. And then it will come true. Because he is a wish granter. And so, before you see him and meet with him, you must be scrupulously honest with yourself. Examine your heart and your head and form what your wishes from the very best that is there. Do not try to hide your darknesses from him or excuse them. He has them too and does not find them bad, but he does know that whatever it is you want has been born out of all of you that you are. And if you remain unaware of all that you are, you will have wishes granted that somehow echo those unclaimed parts of yourself. So when you meet with him, and this card says you will, know yourself, be who you are, and ask truthfully what it is that you want. And this brings us to what you will ask for. Knowing that a wish will be granted, what wish will you ask to be given? Will you wish to be pain-free? To find new love? To be more abundant? What is it you truly wish for? And know that all the wishes that take you closer to who you truly are the good wishes, as we humans call them. And all the wishes that take you further away from who you truly are the wishes that can distract you and go wrong. So do wish. Wish boldly and bravely, truthfully and honestly, because this fairy prince can see all that you are. The more you know who you are, the more wonderful a wish can be granted. If every thought is a wish to this fairy prince, what are you on your way to receiving? The fairy prince is making an appearance in your life soon, in the form of wishes and dreams coming to fruition. In order to create the greatest possible potential from these wonderful beings' abilities, be sure to know what it is you want, then to focus your thoughts, actions, emotions, and intents on this. Bring all into alignment and be honest when there appear to be blocks. Then allow them to be released, gently and without drama. The thing is to be honest about what it is you want. There is no penalty for being so, and there is nothing to hide or disguise about yourself. Only be who you are and watch the magics begin to unwind in your life. And he said to take off the mask. Right? That's so beautiful. Okay? It's been a beautiful message I'm going to leave with you guys today. If you enjoyed this today, give me some love down below. Remember to reach out. I still am booking readings. Special monthly price is $44 for my reading. You're going to get at least a 7-card spread because I have a beautiful healing spread that I've been doing. Oracle and Tarot clarifiers. And you receive your own personal private video link that you can watch again and again. I love you all so much. I hope you're having a beautiful holiday season. And be generous, be kind, and be gentle with your own heart. Okay? I fucking love you.